Hello everyone. A really quick video about this iMac. It's a 2006 iMac that I got from work. It was going to be recycled. Somebody had brought it in for a hard drive replacement, decided they didn't want to put the money into it, so it eventually came home with me. And it's in incredibly good shape. I don't know how well you can tell. You can definitely see it's shiny. There's hardly any scuffing or swirling or any kind of wear on this thing at all. There is a little bit on the top. I think it's just from where people wipe the dust off of it over time. But really, nothing at all on the front, nothing on the back, nothing on the sides. It's beautiful. So as I said, it came in for a hard drive replacement, so I've replaced it with an 80 gig WD Blue. And now it works. I installed Snow Leopard on it. So this is a 2 gigahertz Core Duo, which I believe means, and somebody who I'm sure will correct me, means it's a dual-core 32-bit processor. The Core 2 Duo was a dual-core 64-bit, something like that. I don't actually know. It's got 2 gigs of memory, which I believe is the maximum it can take. And let's see here, serial ATA. Got an 80 gig WD Blue hard drive in there. And this thing's got an ATI Radeon X1600 with 256 megs of VRAM. And it works, as I said, just fine. Well, the one issue is that the disk drive, the internal CD-ROM drive, doesn't work, but I will be replacing that. It reads disks, but it just stops at some point. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, other than that, it is 100% functional, which is cool. And this thing is surprisingly quick. Now, what I'm going to be using it for is actually as a 3D printer host. So over here, apologies for the messy desk. I've got a cheap 3D printer. It's an ANET, A-N-E-T, A8, or a Prusa i3. It's a clone of that. And it's a really cheap 3D printer, but it's got a little USB port on it. So you can connect up the little USB cable here and hook it into the computer, and you can monitor things, print things, do whatever. And even though this system is from 2006, it still runs the software and everything just fine. Not a hiccup, not a problem at all. So that's really cool. So luckily, I'll actually be able to use this thing, put it to some use, because I know, especially on the internet, in particular videos on YouTube, they just kill this thing. It just can't handle them. So luckily I'll be able to use this thing and get a couple more years of use out of it, hopefully. So there we are, 2006 iMac, Intel iMac, got it for free, gonna put it to use. Overall, a pretty sweet little machine. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.